Hi, my name is Curtis, and this is my TED Talk. I got interested in acting when I was 5 years old, when my brother joined the group Ovation. I started out in the group Applause, which was basically a bunch of us 5-year-olds attempting to sing and dance. I was also in my first show when I was 5 years old. The show was Hark the Neville Angel Sings, a Christmas show in which I was an angel. My second show was a show called Bugsy Malone. This show was about a bunch of gangsters in a speakeasy. It was when I got my first lead role. Now I say lead because when you're 7, any role in which you get to talk is the lead. I was also really excited for the show because I was the second one to go on stage. So it's kind of a big deal. So I walked on, got asked 3 questions to which my answers were, uh-huh, uh-oh, got shot with silly string, and dragged off. Other than that, I wasn't in very many other scenes in that show. Over the years, I have been in shows like Honk, The Little Mermaid, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, and a few more. And every time it gets more and more natural, and I get more and more comfortable presenting in front of an audience like you. Now, this leads me to the benefits and drawbacks of acting. I'll start with the drawbacks. First of all, it's not the coolest thing to do. Not many people outside of theater or in schools or just anywhere think it's necessarily cool. Another drawback is it's very time consuming. I spend 20+ hours at every show, and at Tech Week, I usually go from around right after school to 9:30, sometimes 10 o'clock. The third, which really disappoints me, are the stereotypes that are brought on by male actors, by social media and TV shows. Some of the stereotypes are that all male actors are wimps, or lame, or loners, or gay, or anything like that. But the truth is, no matter where you go, whether it's a sports group, whether it's a workplace, no matter if it's a child or an adult, you'll find people under all of these categories. And that's not wrong, but it does discourage people. So I'll go to the benefits. First off, the social aspect of it is awesome. I have many friends in theater in which if something is troubling me or if something is troubling someone else, everyone is happy to lend an ear and help you work through your problems. The second thing is you learn body control. You learn to manipulate your facial expressions to display different emotions. Like if you want to be mad, you can be like, ugh. Or if you're sad, you can be like, and that, I might add, is great for guilt-tripping people. The third benefit is it's great for public speaking. I know a lot of my classmates who are watching this via live stream back at school chose not to do a TEDx talk because they were afraid of having to memorize it, or they were afraid of having to speak in front of a crowd. But through theater, I have been able to do this comfortably. Now, in this slide, you'll see someone that some of you might recognize. This is Shirley Temple. She was in the show Heidi at age 9 and A Little Princess at age 11. When she grew up, as you'll see here, she became interested in politics and became the United States ambassador to Ghana and Czechoslovakia, and also became the chief of protocol for the United States. Another kid, as you'll see here, who started acting at a young age is Zachary Levi. At age 6, he was leads in shows like Grease, The Outsiders, Oklahoma, as well as Oliver, Wizard of Oz, and Big River at the Ojai Theater. Then, as he grew up, as you'll see now, he became very successful in a TV show called Chuck. He was in Alvin and the Chipmunks, was the voice of Flynn Rider in Tangled, and was also on a show called First Date on Broadway. For a child actor, it is a matter of listening, reading, and being able to put yourself in a new place without being scared. This is a quote by Jenna Malone, who was in Lydia Bennett's Pride and Prejudice. Now, I agree with this quote, but I take it a little bit differently. I take it where it's not being able to put yourself in a new place without being scared. It's being able to put yourself in a new place and be able to overcome the fear. And I have 2 events that are going on in my life right now that have put me in this position. First of all, I'm standing right here, a place I've never performed before, in front of you guys, people I've probably never met before, doing a TEDx talk, which is something I've never done before. The second event is I was recently cast in a theater production of Footloose in Farmington, New Mexico. And just the fact that I got in is crazy because they usually only cast professional adults. One thing that makes me nervous is I've never performed in an outside amphitheater, so I don't really know how I can prepare, and I don't know what I can do to make myself be better at it, or, you know, step up to the level of those professional actors. But a benefit is I get to watch and look at all these professionals and how they have gone through life as actors, and how they have been able to overcome their fears and perform at this outside theater. I can also take them as my role models, because when I grow up, I kind of want to be an actor. Now, I know I will probably change my decision at some point, but right now, as a young kid interested in acting, that is something that interests me. So, what I ask of you is to encourage teens, especially teen boys, to go act and to get involved in theater and to get involved in singing and performing, because, as I've shown, the benefits are tremendous. And without my experience in theater, I wouldn't be able to be standing here in front of you guys and present to you today. Thank you.